Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where we have just crossed the bridge that is north of Dol Amroth and south of Tarlang's Crown, and we have headed into Anfalas, which is the new area that was introduced, one of the new areas. We, of course, first have King's Gondor, which we're just exiting, but that land is areas that we have explored before, though in a different form. But now we've entered Anfalas, the first of the regions that are completely new to this expansion. And it looks like that Aragorn and Arwen are here to greet us.
Thank you for going on my behalf to Mordor.
How fares the Lord of the Blackroot Vale and his wife and his people? Well, they're angry. I think that's a pretty single word that we could use to tell us what's going on there. Dwydhir and Rolfbeen suffered much during the war, and the wound that is a loss of their sons can never truly be mended. I knew it was so, but I let my other concerns guide me, and I erred by sending you there. I should have gone as well, Pineleaf. On my return journey, after we see Anfalas, I will go to the Vale and speak with them personally. All right. Well, I just hope that you're able to calm them better than I did.
This is the road to Anfalas, westernmost fief of my husband's kingdom.
My husband has spoken to me of its rulers, Golesgil, who marched to the defense of Minas Tirith with a number of soldiers and his household guard. He perished at the Battle of the Morannon, moments before the defeat of Sauron, and Alessar grieves that he sacrificed so much and never saw the victory for which he had died. I understand that he asked you to bring to his people word of his bravery on the face of his death? Yes. So I need to travel to the town of Melgobas in Anfalas. So onward we go. So I believe that as we climb along to the road, we are going to pass a location that we must start our questing. It appears that the road is not completely safe, or there seem to be a couple of corsairs around here. So we are going to have to deal with these. But I believe I am getting close to a campsite that I wish to visit, which would be the first quest location. And it's one that's very easy to miss. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss it as I go all the way through here. Anywhere around here. Actually, is this a side road? Well, that might have been put there as a clue. Let's see if this leads to the camp I'm thinking about. Yes, it does! Well, 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 well. So follow the extra roads if you have a chance. Sodric's camp. Then I guess I'll talk to Sodric first. Hello.
We will do our best to repair and rebuild what we can.
I had originally come here to hunt for ox parts, but I doubt my arm will be true with these injuries. Those cursed corsairs! If you're able, would you hunt in my stead? Any ox will do, but there ought to be a herd just north of us. I've enough coin to pay you for your efforts, and the people of Melgobas would be grateful. Good hunting! Alright, so I need to hunt 10 oxen in Anfalas. Alright. Anything else?
We will do our best to repair and rebuild what we can.
My apologies. My injuries, they're minor, but not at all painless. I didn't notice the Corsairs until it was too late. You're a warden, are you not? Oh, my daughter and I wish to return to Magobas, but the Corsairs brazenly roaming so close to the road, I do not like our chances. I know what you mean. I encountered one on my way here. Yes, their encampment lies to the northeast. If you can cause trouble and defeat some of them, I'd feel better about these chances. All right, fine. I'll defeat the Corsairs at Bel Takamar. Okay. And what about her daughter?
We must not take these days for granted.
I hoped to check on my crab traps, but I can't do that now with Mother injured. Would you check them for me? I set them out 5 along the beach of Lethingris to the southeast. Alright, fine. Lethingris. Alright, so we have crabbing at Lethingris, which is to the south, and then we have the oxen to the northeast, and the Corsairs. I know she said the Corsairs were somewhere. Well, let's first head to the north. See about these oxen parts. Okay, they're a little. Well, there's an ox. No, it doesn't exactly look like a herd. So this might not be what she was referring to. Actually, they said that I could probably find oxen anywhere. Beast Lair of Outer Gondor. Wonderful. Well, at least there's more than one beast that could count for that then. After some thought, I decided that the Corsairs are most likely the most immediate threat. So I will deal with them first. Now, I don't think this is considered one of the Corsairs I need, since they're not in the camp. But if I remember properly, the camp of the Corsairs is in this direction, so we will give them a little visit and tell them that they are not welcome. Yep, that's not one or two stragglers that might be wanting to find a new home or anything like that. Of course, that is unless they are looking for a new home at the expense of the Gondorian people. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Destroy weapon barrels. Ah, alright. Well, I suppose it'll be harder for them to go around injuring Gondorian citizens if... Oh, hello! I didn't see you there. There you go. I didn't want to leave you out of the fun. Now, weapons barrel. Good. Oh, you tried to ambush the ambusher. Well, I think you're going to say that it was... Ouch! Oh, where was I? I forgot after being knocked in the head like that. Well, it still didn't turn out well for you. So now to take care of you. Oh, another weapons barrel. Here you go. Ooh, somebody sneaking. Oh. Hey, can I ambush the sneak? There you go. Welcome to Anfalas. I hope that teaches the Corsairs a lesson, though it looks like that I still need to find some oxen. Now, unfortunately, I have not yet seen a large population of those, so I haven't found the herd yet, but I will assume that it exists somewhere around here. Well, maybe I'll find 10 individual ones that strayed too far from the herd, and just have to take advantage of that. Actually, we seem to have a decent population in this area. Maybe I won't need to find the herd after all. Oh! 2, 3 at the same time. 4, 5. I may have found the herd. And that looks like a bull here. So perhaps. So do I go after some bull parts? Oops. A dun bull. Well, what could possibly go wrong? You have discovered the dun ox herd. Okay, fine. Oh, I was trying to act as I would playing the old warden, where there was such thing as positional damage. There isn't anymore. And then finally you, and I'll have plenty of ox parts to take back to the camp. I need to go through the camp in order to get to the crab trap, so I might as well deliver the first quest. Alright, I've taken care of the Corsairs.
We will do our best to repair and rebuild what we can.
I shall rest easier now. Many thanks. And I managed to bring in the parts.
We must not take these days for granted.
That'll be plenty of meat and bones for now. I'm sure my injuries will heal well before our next outing. Okay.
There is always work to be done.
You will be passing west through Melgobas, will you not? Bring the ox parts to my husband, Harthel, and please let him know that we are fine. Well, except for a cut or two here. I shall rest here until it's safe for us to travel back, and Aubrey will watch over me. Okay, good. And speaking of Aubrey, I need to head down and check those traps. It's not exactly the easiest place to traverse. I presume that there's going to be a way to get back up afterwards. Yikes! I mean, I presume that if they're crab traps, that they are near the water. It's a bit of an assumption I'm making here. I was wondering how high the tide comes in, but if the tide were particularly high here, it would also be particularly high at Dol Amroth. And I don't think Dol Amroth is built for extraordinarily high tides. That does give a little bit of a limit there, but certainly, because the tide has to be reaching up, because I presume that all this driftwood is coming in with the tide. That's a reasonably high tide mark over there. You have discovered Lethingris. Ah! Crab trap. No crabs over here. Oh, we do have crabs, though. Insect lair of Outer Gondor. Well, more like crustacean slayer. Arthropod slayer. Oh, okay, arthropod slayer. Yeah, okay. They do tend to be a little loose with the definition of insect here in Lotro. So I guess that should be no surprise. There you go. Now, I mean, at least there isn't a separate deed for crabs. Let's see. Here we go. Another crab trap here. So there should be. I think those crabs are being a little bit too wily here. And now one more. Is that an active trap up there? Or is that one I've already checked? Crab trap. Oh! Down here. Okay. No crabs there. And now one last crab trap. Last crab trap. Obviously there's going to be something there if they save that one specifically for last. The last crab trap. A Corsair brushes towards you. Oh! Those are my crabs! Mine! Well, I can see why all those crab traps were empty if the Corsairs were harvesting them. Really? What, he's training the crabs or something? Yeah. Look at this. He has a full bucket of crabs with him. What's this? It appears to be the home of crabs. Well, anything useful here? Probably not, since I didn't see a quest come up or anything like that. And nothing here. Anything here? Ah, okay. They're not quite as aggressive as the hunter crabs are. So I am not going to kill every single crab there. Besides, I'm sure someday somebody will want to harvest them for dinner or something like that. Oh, but there is a hunter here. It looks like nothing too interesting. Anything in the backpack? A few coins. I suppose I haven't checked this direction yet. Just in case. Nah. Alright. We'll call this one done. Actually, maybe that is built for higher tides. Yeah, I think the tide can get pretty high up here. That tree line shows that the tide probably comes up and keeps the trees from growing any lower there. Well, that plus the slopes. So yes, I will say then that the tide probably comes up really, really high when the tides are highest, especially the spring tides. Well, let's see if I can find a way up here. I am less sure on the north end of that island. Well, I guess that's actually the east end of that island. Look at that ship there. It's a Corsair ship, though. Maybe they were taking bigger chances than a Gondorian ship would. Now, can I get up here? There's got to be a way to get back up without having to go all the way to a town, right? No. I must say that there isn't a good way to get up here, then I would not want to be here when the tide does come in. Up here. Up here. Alright, good. 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 I managed to recover your crabs from the Corsair that stole them.
You are here to help?
A Corsair had stolen my crabs? Then I should count myself lucky that I didn't go to Lethingris myself. Thank you. You're welcome. Ah, will you be able to get back? Well, if she has trouble walking, I guess they still have the horses. So let's then continue along to Melgobas. And that is where we'll meet in the next episode of the Song of Waves and Wind.